Hey everyone, thank you for watching. In today's video, I'm so excited to do. We're going to be sitting down and talking over some new makeup releases. It has been a hot minute since I have posted my Will I Buy It videos, which is where I talk over all the new makeup releases. I let you know what I'm interested in picking up, what I'm not so interested in, and I have a lot of things that I want to touch on today. So it's going to be a long one. Let's go ahead and get started. Alright, welcome. So I do start my videos with an outfit of the day. I do have my dog Aries here in her chair. Today I'm actually wearing a set that Benefit Cosmetics sent me. I don't really know why. I don't really have brands that like send me clothes, but I thought this was fun, so I wanted to wear it. It's like these yellow shorts and this tank top. I think it says Give a Glam on the back, and I was like, this seems fun and comfortable. So thanks Benefit for sending me some clothes. Never mad at that. I don't know if you can buy these. I don't really know, but I do always link everything that I'm wearing in my description box. All of my makeup is down there. I just have a pretty light makeup look on, and honestly, I'm filming it kind of late on a Tuesday. When I filmed for the Will I Buy It series on a regular basis, I would film like Tuesday morning, Tuesday afternoon to get these up on Wednesdays. So whenever I pop in and make these videos, I like to keep them on Wednesdays still. But honestly, I just kind of wanted to sit down and talk about makeup just to be able to take my mind off of a few other things. Aries has a few health things going on right now, so we could use all of your good thoughts. And it's just been a bit of a morning, and I thought, let's just hang out together, girl. Let's just hang out and talk about makeup. Like, that's fun. That's pressure-free. Whew. And sometimes you just need a distraction from real life, and like I always say, I don't take makeup too seriously. So I thought, what can I film? Let's just sit down and film talking about new makeup releases. So that is what we were doing. I don't have much makeup on, but quite honestly, I'm mostly just making this video for myself. So if you're watching, thanks. Appreciate it. Appreciate you. Like the video, you know, all those good things. But when I was looking through, I usually read off of Trend Mood 1. I was like, wow, there's been a lot released just since I last did a Will I Buy It video. I was hoping to film a haul because I did make a teeny tiny little Sephora order, but apparently no one knows where it's at. So I don't know. I got an email the other day that was like, we know that you should have your order by now, but we don't know when we're gonna ship it. I was like, okay. So at some point I'll have a haul coming up, but I don't really know when. Oh, I think there's still a fly in my room, so Aries might be trying to get the fly a few times. I do usually scoot over for my Will I Buy It video so I can add in photos, so I just scooted Aries the opposite way so we can still see her when there's photos not popped up. Yes. We do also have a podcast episode up today, so my Start Inspired podcast is back, and new episodes go up every Wednesday at 8 a.m. PST. You can download them on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and all of that, but then you can also watch them on the second YouTube channel, which is just by Samantha March. I post videos over there on like healthy habits and goal settings, and then the podcast goes up every week, and Aries is usually in the podcast with me as well. So new episode went up today on low vibrational habits that I no longer do in my 30s, and I actually have a lot to say about beauty standards, and it's something that's been on my mind a lot lately, and something that I'll probably end up discussing on this channel as well, this beauty channel. But I would love to get your feedback and input on a few of the things that I said in there, and a few opinions that I have on beauty standards, social media, and all of that. So make sure to go check out the podcast. But where should we even jump into it at? Okay, so I feel like hello. Hi. Okay, so trying to decide where to start because I feel like there is so much going on. And I feel like there's been a lot of blushes. I still see myself getting tagged on so many blushes, and I just felt like this week, so many times that I went to look at the tags that were coming in, I was like, oh my gosh, another blush, another blush, another blush. One that I see is from Juvias Place. So this is their blushed liquid blush. $16 each, buildable, radiant, pigmented, and blendable formula. Okay, so I just got the new Sigma Beauty cream blushes, and it's actually what I'm wearing today. This is basically what I've been wearing all week. So my last video, I did some speed reviews, and I talk about the, do I have them both in front of me? The new Tower 28 cream contour bronzer and the new Sigma Beauty cream blush. Basically just all I've been wearing are these two products right here. So like, there's a couple blushes that I feel like I've given a little bit of a double take to, but for the most part, I feel like I'm gonna be pretty solid on my blushes. But we have those from Juvias Place. We also have these from Uoma Beauty that I did think were really pretty. The new Double Take Skin Perfecting Blush Duo. These are going to be $33 each, and there's 6 different shades. I do think that these are pretty to be able to like swirl together, use them separately, that sort of thing. But again, it's kind of one of those, do I need it? One of the reasons why I stopped doing the will I buy it every single week is because I'm just not buying as much makeup. I'm not keeping as much makeup in PR. I'm not trying as much new makeup. And I'm trying to get away from the feeling of like, I need to constantly keep up and buy and try. And part of doing this series on a weekly basis was playing into that for me personally. So that's why I cut back on these. And I also just kind of felt like I was a broken record sometimes of like, I don't think I need this. I don't think I need that. But that's kind of how it is when it comes to some of these blushes. And like I said, I think that one is super beautiful. I just don't need a ton of blushes. Are from the Sephora collection. So these are their face powders, and they say there's blush, bronzers, highlight, and contour shades. But the one, like the first photo I saw looked like to be mostly blushes, and these are only $14. So the Sephora collection is really interesting to me within Sephora because it's typically a little bit of a lesser price point. I don't necessarily want to say more affordable price point. I've tried a few of their products and I really like them. Honestly, this brush here, if you've been with me for a long time, the Sephora 57, I have talked about this for so long. I can remember, I mean, videos way back of like the Sephora sale and me talking about this 57 brush and being like how much I love it. They have some good products. They have lashes, different things like that, and lip products that have been really good, the concealers. But again, I see a new blush and I'm like, okay, it doesn't excite me. It doesn't excite me that much. We got another new blush coming from Armani Beauty. This is their Luminous Silk Glow blush. I was gonna say brush. These are $38 each, pretty pricey for a blush. Definitely don't think that I need new ones, but these also look very gorgeous for sure. And then another one that I saw that gave me a good chuckle is from Nars. This is the Afterglow Liquid Blush. Okay, lightweight skincare infused liquid blush. These are going to be $32, available May 16th at Sephora. This just makes me laugh so much because I referenced this video so many times of me using a Nars liquid blush and it going so horribly wrong. It was years ago. If I didn't still have the red walls, we had like just painted them. So this was a very long time ago. And I didn't really know what I was doing with liquid blush, and I grab out this one from Nars and it is like brick red, and I just like do. And then you can like see the realization in my eyes, and it's what I ended up using as my thumbnail. Like, you see me being like, this might have been a bad idea, and starting to blend it out, and it was all wrong. So I am still haunted by that Nars blush. So when I see this, it sounds beautiful, and looking at like the different swatches and shades, it looks like it is more of like skincare mixed with a blush, maybe a little bit lighter, maybe a little bit more sheer, maybe a little bit more easier to use than a brick red liquid blush using it for your first time. But due to the trauma that blush and that thumbnail and that video inflicted on me, I'm gonna go ahead and pass over. I'm gonna pass over that one. From Huda Beauty, this is an interesting product. This is their new lip blush lip and cheek stain. So you can use it on the lips, you can use it on the cheeks. Hydrating, kiss proof, 8-hour wear. There's 5 different shades. Will be available May 9th. I can't believe we're into May also, by the way. That's really tripping me out. If you haven't seen, I do a free Healthy Habits calendar download every other month on BYSamanthaMarch.com, and the one for May I'm really excited for because it is all focused on financials. That has been my most requested theme for a calendar that I've gotten so far. So every day has a different goal, habit, journal prompt, action, anything like that. So make sure to go check it out. Again, free download on BYSamanthaMarch.com. But we are in May, which is wild. So these look pretty, but quite honestly, I'm not so much into these lip and cheek products. I don't know if it's the thought of, I don't know, is it the thought of like putting something on my cheeks and then putting it on my lips that I'm just like not vibing with? But these multi-use products, I very rarely use them for lips and cheeks. I end up just using for lips, just using for cheeks, something along those lines. So to me, that's kind of like a, you probably don't need this one, girl. These are the ones that I got the most amount of tags on, and these are the ones that I was like, if I was going to buy a new blush, I think this would be the one that I would buy. This is from L'Oreal. It's the Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear Soft Matte Blush. So I love this bronzer. I have raved about this bronzer. I've put it in favorites. I've recommended it over and over again. So this has me intrigued. This is $15.99. But again, it's one of those like, I don't feel like I need a new blush. I don't. I decluttered so many blushes. I had a huge blush collection before I did my gigantic declutter. I had so many blushes, and even still through like PR and wanting to try things. And then, you know, you find things that are good, like that are good products, and you're like, wait, I want to keep this around. So I just don't think that I need one, but I also, this is like on my maybe list. This one's on my maybe list. Like if I saw it at Target, it maybe end up in my cart. It maybe end up in my cart. I don't think that's an actual sentence, but you know what I mean. I feel like this is one if I'm impulse buying, which I try not to do. But on the May calendar, we have low buy days and no buy days. Low spend, no spend days in May. And I'm gonna do those. I'm gonna do them with you. So make sure to download that calendar. A couple new products that I see from ColourPop. So they have a new shadow sticks formula. Super creamy pigmented multitasking eyeshadow sticks. 16 shades at $7 each, or $21 a bundle, or a full collection for $99. These are products that I want to love. These are products that I feel like I should love. I am very much into quick, easy makeup looks. Like today I have 2 eyeshadows on, and that's about it, because it's not been a great day. Again, that's why we're relaxing. Aries is snoring in the chair behind me. All is well. We're just chatting about makeup. I just wanted to throw a little bit of something on my eyes. Actually, again, kind of what I touched on in the podcast is the feeling of not being able to go online without makeup, and how that's making me extremely uncomfortable these days. Anytime I go to film, I feel like I have to put makeup on, and I'm not loving that feeling and that beauty standard of like, you can't be beautiful and confident unless you're wearing makeup as a female. But when it comes to these, I want to like these products more than I actually end up using them, and I don't know what it is. Maybe this summer I'll like really give them a shot. Like I have a couple from Sigma in my collection. Those are probably those are my most used. I have a couple from Laura Mercier, I believe, because I get them sent to me all of the time in PR. I don't know why, like she always sends her like caviar sticks. So I have some, and it's like, maybe I'll try to resurrect them and really lean on these for the summer, because I feel like these would be such a more, not easier option, that's a really bland word to use here, but instead of big eyeshadow palettes, and you know, even me, I like my smaller eyeshadow palettes, but they can get really expensive, and then they can take up a lot of space and all of that. Like if I could just have like a couple eyeshadow sticks and just always go back to them, I feel like that wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. They have a new cream gel liner formula. This has me very curious because I actually really liked ColourPop eyeliners. I used to have so many of them. I raved about them for a long time because they were more affordable as well. Again, even still now, they're only $7 each. I'm curious how the new formula is going to be. I don't think I get as much PR from ColourPop as I used to. Because, you know, I had mentioned like trying to cut down, so I don't get absolutely everything from them. But if any of the collections come with new eyeliners, I'm kind of curious to try them out just to see what the new formula is like, because I really did like their eyeliners. I still like their lip liners. I have the Beeper lip liner on today. And then also I saw that they came out with these chrome liquid eyeshadows. So these are $12 each, color shifting, ultra reflective pearls, multi-dimensional chrome finish. I just don't wear products like this a lot, like multi-chrome eyeshadows, even like duochrome eyeshadows. I have eyeshadow palettes with shades like those in there, and every once in a while it's like fun to do something different. But especially something like the liquid shadow, I just know that I'm not gonna really be reaching for it very often. And then I also see a new collection from them, and this is the lavender collection, and it says lavish. So we have a eyeshadow palette for $14, some Super Shocks for $12, glossy lipsticks for $8, Super Shock shadows for $7. This looks really beautiful. You know, I love purples. I love purple eyeshadows. Some of those Super Shocks I think look so pretty. Like the palette I definitely think looks very pretty, but honestly to me, to have like a really solid purple Super Shock in my collection, I would be down with, because I don't think I have a lot of purples, and I lean on ColourPop Super Shocks a lot. Like I said, I like one and done shadows types of things. This has been sitting on my desk all weekend because I had a very busy weekend, and I just kept grabbing, this is Beauty and the Beast, a Super Shock from ColourPop. There's pan in it. This is just all I wore. Like I was just with my finger, mascara was running out the door basically the entire weekend. So I lean on their Super Shocks a lot, and I really do like them, which makes me be like, wow, I'm surprised I don't like shadow sticks more. But if I got this collection, I would keep a Super Shock or two for myself. But with the eyeshadow palette, like, this is one that I stared at because I love purples, but I also love that it's not full. Like, it's definitely a monochromatic palette, but it's not just 9 shades of purple. Like, we have some other options in here too, and I like that we have like some deeper shades. It's so funny because I want to be like, it's a purple monochromatic palette, but it's like different from the other purple monochromatic palettes I have. Honestly, if I got this collection, I'd probably keep the palette too. Yeah, I would probably keep the palette as well. Okay, so that's good. But again, like, do I need to run out and buy it? No, I don't. But if I were to get it, I would be like, I would do a look for you. That's what I would say. I would do it for you. I see that Glamlight has a new collection out, and they are doing Scooby-Doo round 2. So we have a lot of different products, lip products, there's lip kits, there's mirrors. I see a pretty large eyeshadow palette. There's some cute like bags and brushes. So there's a lot going on. You can get the full collection with the makeup bag for $127, which doesn't seem like a bad price. The eyeshadow palette to me is just gonna be too large. It's cute, like I do know Scooby-Doo, I like Scooby-Doo. I'm a fan of the show and all of that. But honestly, I think their first collection kind of called to me a little bit more, and I still ended up not purchasing anything from it. So I don't think this is necessarily a collection for me, but it's pretty, it's cute. Makeup Forever is coming out with their HD Skin Cream Contour and Highlighting Palette. So this is $85. So this is similar to their HD skin palette. So I did put this in my last speed reviews video, and I've also already since decluttered it. I had it in my spring declutter because I ended up breaking out really badly from using that palette. I don't know what it was. I'm not sure which ingredient in there, which bummed me out because I liked it. This had foundations and concealers, bronzer and blushes in there, but it made me break out really bad. So I just have a feeling that this one would not work out for me as well. But for me, for this one, there's just so many different shades in there that it's like, unless you're a makeup artist, unless you're doing makeup on a lot of people a lot of different times, I don't know if I want to say suitable. My words are not great today, but like, you know, I just don't know if it's really like necessary for everyone's collections, but also who am I to say what's necessary for your makeup collection? I have multiple shades of lipstick that are very, very similar to one another, and some people might think that's crazy. So it's like, you know, it's this, again, it's makeup. It's not supposed to be so serious. That's why we're having fun and just talking about makeup today. But I am gonna pass over that one. I see a few eyeshadow palettes from Byredo, and I wanted to look up the price of this one online with all of you, because in the original post that I saw, it didn't have the price yet, but it should now. But from Byredo, this is their new eyeshadow palette, the Remembrance, the Remembrance. This is limited edition, an 18 pan palette. I know that Byredo has very expensive eyeshadow palettes, so I just want to look it up. 105. Okay, 105. Honestly, not as bad as I thought. I thought it was gonna be more. I thought it was gonna be more like 130. Okay, hopefully that wasn't too anticlimactic, but still 105. That's a lot. I'm not saying that's not a lot of money for an eyeshadow palette. Do not get me wrong here. Do not get me wrong here. But I also see you, Pat McGrath and Natasha Denona. Like, I see really expensive eyeshadow palettes. You know what's so weird is I haven't filmed these videos in so long, and for whatever reason, I automatically push my chair that way, where normally I think I push my chair that way. Because in the video, I find myself that I keep turning, and then I'm like, no, my photo's going up over here, but I'm like, no, I think I usually put the photos on this side. It has been so long, and obviously my brain is a little bit frazzled, that now I can't even remember which side I sit on, but my body keeps naturally turning, so I'm just changing, and I'm gonna come over to this side now and see if anyone's paying attention. Are you actually paying attention? Or are you cleaning your bathroom while you listen to this? If you are, I'm proud of you. Clean your bathroom. I need to do the same. But it's just so funny to me that I, for whatever reason, went that way. I don't know. Anyways, I was thinking that the Byredo palette would be more expensive because we also have this one, which is called Metal Boots in the Show. And this is 5 shades for $75. So I'm thinking that larger palette was definitely going to be way more, since this one is $75. This is really pretty. Like, the shades in here are quite beautiful. Like, the packaging of everything. Like, this to me looks more luxurious and interesting than the larger one, but still, they're not shades that like I wear all that often, so I know it's still not something that I would need for myself. I'm laughing hysterically because now, no, because I would lean against my desk here when I'd film these Will I Buy It videos. Another eyeshadow palette that is coming out is from Morphe, and I'm not gonna lie, this gave me a double take, but because I was like, was Morphe going out of business? Like, quite honestly, like I said, like I'm not in the know as much as I used to be, which I never really felt like I was all in the know of like the drama that happens in the beauty community and the beauty industry. But I was like, I know I saw thumbnails and people talking about Morphe filing for bankruptcy, which doesn't always mean like closing down, but I thought I saw like stores were closing down. But I just glanced at the comments and it sounded like people were saying they were closing their stores, but they're staying online in an Ulta online. So I was like, all right. But from Morphe, this is their Heat Seeker collection. We have this eyeshadow palette for $22, also a brush set for $26. This looks to me like a Too Faced palette. That's kind of what I thought when I just first saw the picture when I was scrolling through Instagram. And I'm still just not a Morphe babe, and I'm still not sad that I'm not a Morphe babe. So I'm going to pass over that one. Pat McGrath has this mini eyeshadow palette in Sublime Smoke, 6 shades for $29. This to me, I was wondering if this was the one that was in the bronze collection, because I think it was my last Will I Buy It video. I talked about her bronze collection where she had individual bronzers and then also this bronze eyeshadow palette. And I was saying how I wanted to get them. Well, if my Sephora order ever comes, spoiler alert, you'll see some Pat McGrath. But a lot of you were talking me out of the eyeshadow palette because you know that I tend to have eye reactions when it comes to her eyeshadows. So I felt very cared for. I felt very loved on in the comments of people like, don't do that to your eyes. Why would you do that? And I was like, yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. So I will not be getting that one, but it looks beautiful. I love the brown shades, you know, the neutrals, the browns. I think it looks great. From MAC Cosmetics, we have quite a few new eyeshadow palettes here. We have Connecting Color eyeshadow palettes for $34 and Connecting Color eyeshadow palettes for $54. We have some with 6 shades and some with 12 shades, it looks like, if I can do math correctly, which I normally cannot do. I don't know, these don't make me feel any type of way. Like, looking at this photo, I feel nothing. I'm just like, there they are. There are some eyeshadows. MAC hasn't really like drawn me to them in a while, but I did not feel anything on that collection. And then from Makeup Revolution, we have the Crystal Aura collection, limited edition. I don't know. Makeup Revolution releases so much. They have a bajillion different brands under them, and I'm like, okay, limited edition. But we have fixing sprays, shadow palettes, lip oils. you know, larger eyeshadow palettes, you know, cute color schemes, the purples and the pinks and the greens and the blues, like cute color schemes and all of that, but nothing that I feel like I want to support or that I'm like missing from my collection. This collection, it looks interesting to me, and I swear it's not just because they sent me clothes that I'm wearing in this video, but from Benefit Cosmetics, their summer 2023 collection. It's available now in Europe. I'm not sure when it is coming to the US where I am, but this gave me a double take, and I was like kind of surprised that it was Benefit. Like, I was like, okay, they seem to be stepping things up right now. We have the Suns Up Butter Balm, which sounds glorious for my lips. There's also a mini bronzer and blush duo, which I really like the looks of these. When I first saw them in another photo that was just promoting the blush and bronzer duos, and I actually thought it was Jouer, and I was like, ooh, that's pretty, and they're coming up new duos. I like the Jouer duos, but for this to be Benefit, I'm like, I'm kind of curious about this. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Again, I'm not sure when it's coming to the US, but this is something I'm actually going to keep my eye on. I like the packaging. I like the sounds of it. I'm a little bit curious about those. What do you think? This product from Kosas, I was really considering when I was making my tiny little order from Sephora during the sale. This is the new Dream Beam Moisturizing Mineral Sunscreen SPF 40 with ceramides and peptides. This is gonna be $40. So again, it's one of those products that is just SPF, which I do think SPF is important. I bathe myself in sunscreen every single day. I think it's such an important step to take care of your skin and all of that. And I end up liking products like the Ilia SPF, but that one is tinted. Summer Fridays also has an SPF that is not tinted, but it gives the skin a very beautiful glow, and it's one of those that is so great for the no makeup days, or I'm just running out to the pool but I want skin protection. So this is one that I went back and forth on for a while, but I'm like, I still do have my Ilia, I still do have my Summer Fridays. Like, I've been trying to get more in the mindset of when I use something up, like bring something else in and that sort of thing. And I definitely, if there's one thing I'm not short of right now, it is SPF. So I just didn't think I really needed to grab it, so I ended up talking myself out of this, but it was one that I looked at for a hot minute. I really thought about that one. Also, Ole Henriksen is catching my eye again. So I almost purchased their SPF as well. They have a new SPF that I talked about in my last Will I Buy It that was like last month. But again, I was like, I don't need it. I don't need it. One thing I'm trying to do this year is to not hit Sephora Rouge, because I went through and was like trying to see, is it really a benefit? You know, there's really no such thing as fast shipping with Sephora. Even now, as still a Rouge member, my order is taking 3 weeks to get to me. So there's no thing really as like their 2-day flash shipping anymore. And I was like, really, is like 20% twice a year really worth me spending so much money? Like, so it's my goal not to hit it. But with this one from Ole Henriksen, this is their Dewtopia 25% Acid Flash Facial. Transforms skin from dull to radiant in 5 to 10 minutes. It has AHAs, PHAs, salicylic acid, hyaluronic acid, aloe juice, and Scandinavian rowan berry water, which that's everything else I've heard of. That one I was like, I don't know what that does. Oh, but also this says will be available August 18th online. Do you think she meant April 18th? Because this is an older post, but okay, all the comments are also saying, did you mean April? But there's no, It's like, I'm curious to try it, but I also wonder if it's just a little bit too much. Like, I try not to over exfoliate my skin because I used to be addicted to exfoliating my skin. And I almost wonder if it's like too many acids, like too much going on in there. I'm not sure. But apparently if it's not coming out till August, I have a while to think about it. But I don't know, Ole Henriksen is another brand, like same with Benefit. Like, they have not been catching my eye for so long, and then their last couple of releases, I'm like, these lip products were also getting my attention. These are from Merit. It's the lip oil season, proclaims trend mood in this post. So from Merit, this is their Shade Slick Gelée Sheer Tinted Lip Oil. These are $24 each. These look really pretty. I do love me some lip oils, but I just purchased one from NYX. It was in my last speed reviews, and I didn't really love it, which makes me sad because I feel like everyone else is like loving it and I just like really wasn't. So it also doesn't make me super keen to buy another lip oil because I'm like, even though it was NYX and it wasn't, you know, super expensive, I still feel like I should try to get some use out of that. Like, it's not bad and like I can wear it, but I'm not like losing my mind over it like I do. Like, I love the Sigma Beauty. Like, that one is constantly with me. I think it's in my clutch right now because I was wearing it over the weekend. But I almost went with this one with Merit as well. But again, I've been doing so good at being able to talk myself out of things. Thank goodness, because my money is going to much more important things these days. So no Merit lip oil for me. I also talked myself out of the Rare Beauty lip oil, which I was very surprised about because I really thought that I was going to purchase that one. But it's just, I just don't want to be filling my collection with things I'm only using a couple of times and then like that's it. This next product, I know everyone has been buying them and trying them, and I thought about it and sometimes I still think about it. I did look at my Target. One of my Targets has an Ulta Beauty, and so I walked through it, but it did not have these products. If they did, I might have, you know, again, maybe it would have ended up in my cart. But these are from Elf Cosmetics. These are the Halo Glow Beauty Wands. These are $9 each. They have a highlight, blush, and contour. So obviously a lot of people are like, are these similar to the Charlotte Tilbury, you know, contour wands, blush wands, highlight wands? I've been seeing a lot of people talk about them. I've also heard quite a few people say that they don't think that they're dupes, but I've still heard positive reviews on them. Again, it's like, I would probably grab the, I think it was my contour wand from, no, I think I declared my contour and my highlight wand from Charlotte because I've had them for so long. I think that they're great products. So it's like, if I do want to replace them in my collection, I'd probably end up repurchasing them from Elf. I just haven't felt that like, oh shoot, I really wish I had my contour wand. You know, like I'm like doing just fine. Again, that Tower 28, I think is great right now. So I've been using that one so much. But these are still ones that I feel like I could see myself buying in the future. But I haven't bought them yet. But I have not bought them yet. Let's see, I think that we are getting down there. From Glossier, they're coming out with a liquid lipstick. This is the C-Suite. This is going to be $22 each for their liquid lipsticks. I'm like kind of surprised to see liquid lipsticks because I feel like liquid lipsticks are not what is all the rage these days. It's much more like lip oils. I mean, I would say a lot of lip oils, but also we have from L'Oreal, they're coming out with these Infallible La Matte Resistance liquid lipstick. These are $11.17 each. Again, I'm just not on a liquid lipstick train at the moment, so these would not be for me, but I was a little surprised to see those. From MAC Cosmetics, the name gave me a pause on these. These are the Squirt Plumping Gloss Sticks. Now in new tints that plump lips with juicy glossy color in a stick. Have 10 shades available July, it looks like, in the US, but they're available now in the UK. I'm not really sure where I'm getting, like when is it squirting at you? Like, do you squirt? I'm not really sure what's going on there, but these are like more things that I would probably be interested in. But again, I have plenty of lip products. If you want to see me swatch all of my lipsticks in my collection, that video is up. So I think I can skip on those, but that gave me a double take in a weird way. But also from MAC, they're coming out with their Studio Fix Pro Set and Blur Weightless Loose Powder. So this is going to be $36, a lightweight, ultra refined powder to set makeup, absorb oil, control shine. Great. I just don't think I need something like this. I feel like MAC foundations, MAC powders get really good reviews and a lot of people really do enjoy them. I just got the Lawless Beauty powder. I've had it in my speed reviews. I've done a shorts with it over here and I really, really like it. It's what I'm wearing today just with my Sigma Beauty like color corrector and concealer because I just want it really light makeup. But I feel like I can see people wanting to grab that one and try it out, but for me, I'll probably pass. And Aries, because she is snoring deeply. Another powder foundation I see is from SheGlam Official. This is their Skin Focus High Coverage Powder Foundation. It is $9. I haven't tried anything from SheGlam, but again, like I said, I've been using the one from Lawless Beauty so much. Obviously, I still love my Dior Powder No Powder, so I know that I can pass on that. I was a little bit surprised to see this collab with Sephora. It's Ardell and Sephora, and they're coming out with lashes. So we have foam ink lashes for $12. I don't know, with Ardell is known for being like more affordable, Sephora like more of our high-end store, so it's an interesting collab. The lashes look really beautiful, but there's a natural and a dramatic. I think they look super pretty. I just don't wear false lashes very often, and I still have a couple pairs from Risa Does Makeup and her collab with BK Beauty, and I am pretty set with those. All right, and then speaking of Sephora, they have some new favorite sets out, and some of these look really interesting. These always tend to catch my eye. A lot of times I can talk myself out of them because I end up having the products, but some of these are pretty good. They're mini summer must-haves makeup value set. It's $35. You get the ABH Brow Freeze, the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Setting Spray, the Grande Mini Grande Lash Serum, Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder, Natasha Denona Rose Cheek Duo, the Sol de Janeiro and Beija Flor, and a Too Faced Lip Injection. Most of these are minis, but like that Natasha Denona Rose Cheek Duo, I really like Natasha's cheek duos. Like that to me is a pretty good set. Like I don't love like the Charlotte spray, but also a little mini of the Laura Mercier translucent powder. Like that would last me so long. Like that little mini would last me so long. That is a really good set. There's also the Clean Me Up Beauty set for $35. From Rose Inc, you have the Cream Blush in Delphine, and this is a full size. You also get a full size of the Tower 28 mascara. Then you get the Glow Recipe Plum Plump Cream, the Give Beauty Satin Lipstick, a Lawless Lip Plumper. I love those. The Necessaire Body Lotion. I love that lotion. And the Fleur Missing Person perfume, like a little sampler of that. That is another one that is such a, I think I actually put that Necessaire body lotion, I think I got like it was like a 100 point perk, and I put it in my Sephora order. That's never coming to me. That Lawless gloss though, I think is fantastic. That's another set that is looking so good. And then we have the Vacay All Day Beauty set for $48. You get a full size of the Makeup by Mario Plumping Lip Serum. There's also the Too Faced Waterproof Mascara, the Topicals Exfoliating Body Serum, a full size of the Tower 28 Facial Spray. I love this product. I still use it. I use it every single day. The Anastasia Clear Brow Gel, Drunk Elephant Deep Bronzy Drops, Freck, the Original Freckle, Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer Blush, the Way Scalp and Body Scrub, and Super Goop Glow Screen. Holy bananas. All of these are like, if you've made it to this long of the video, like you really made it to the standouts. These sound so good. Sometimes like over the years, I feel like the Sephora sets have been a little bit like, okay, but these are looking good. These are looking good. We're just gonna finish it off with one more product, and this is from Natasha Denona, and she is coming out with a concealer. So this is the High Glam Concealer. It's a hybrid concealer, contains high-tech active ingredients, work instantly and over time to brighten dark circles, reduce puffiness, diminish the appearance of lines and wrinkles. It has a naturally luminous matte finish. I don't know what that means. I hate when it says things like that. Medium coverage. It says 56 shades and 34 shades in Germany, and then coming soon. I am very curious about this. You know I like Natasha Denona. I mean, I mostly really like her eyeshadow palettes. I do like those cheek duos though. I have a gloss on from her today. I feel like I will probably end up wanting to grab this one because I'm very curious about it. I'm also very impressed with 56 shades. I still just don't get naturally luminous matte finish, but you know, that's just me. But I am curious. So we ended with some good stuff. We ended with some good stuff. So I know that this was a long video. Thank you so much if you are watching. I really do appreciate the support. I just really felt like I wanted to sit down and just have some fun and all of that. So thank you so much if you are watching this video. Let me know your thoughts on everything. I will have any links down below. If you use any of my affiliate links, of course it is very much appreciated. Other than that, let me know what you have been buying as well. Again, I'll have a Sephora order coming at some point, hopefully before I leave on my vacation, which is coming up. So hopefully you'll see a haul from me coming very soon. But if you enjoyed this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. I hope you also consider subscribing before you go, and I'll see you in my next one.